In the great nation of Georgia, here is the streaking Armenian lightweight contender, Arman Tsarukyan. And when this man has been given big opportunities by the promotion, he has absolutely busted the door down. A lot of people harken back to his fight against Islam Makhachev back in 2019. Prevailing wisdom is that that fight is going to materialize again, because since that point in time, Tsarukyan has been an absolute killer. And when he knocked out Beneil Dariush in December of 2023, he essentially made himself undeniable. He has been must-see television, all offense all the time. And again, not a lot of fellow lightweights are calling Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard asking for a fight with the Armenian Arman Tsarukyan. All right, so here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present. And when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
If we talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them. From the speed of the level change, to the timing, to the knowledge of where to go next. When a guy starts to defend, he's truly, truly something special.
I don't think he could take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So in this matchup, prevailing wisdom is he'll be able to get this fight to the climax. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. Now for the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Arman Tsarukyan! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the right corner, the Destroyer!
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. All right, let us get to the early round action here. And a lot of people believe that Arman Tsarukyan eventually will be a UFC champion. Had a main event with Mateusz Gamrot. That did not go his way, but he's back on the horse. Still believes that he will be a force to be reckoned with in this division. And as far as this matchup is concerned, doesn't really see a whole lot of holes in his opponent's game, so we'll see how he chooses to attack.
Look at how he drives his knee right into his opponent's midsection.
Wow, huge head kick. Eats a jab there.
That was a nice transition. That was right on the strike into the takedown, and it looked effortless. It did not look like he had to work hard to finish this takedown at all.
Short uppercut here in the clinch by Tsarukyan. He's hurt now.
Another big takedown.
Tsarukyan getting work here from the top. You don't want to take too many more of these ground and pound strikes. Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Tsarukyan. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Tsarukyan is in half guard. Pretty good work with the strike there from bottom position. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
Oh, nice.
90 seconds to go in round one. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half-guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half-guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Lands with the ground and pound here. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Horn sounds for the end of round one.
What are you doing out there?
All right, that's the end of the round. You see the fighter's got a cut on his lip, not necessarily a Robbie Lawler lip opening, if you know what I'm talking about, but certainly something that could be a source of adversity here moving forward. Cut man in there quickly to try to shore it up. All right, let us now take a look back at some of the highlights from that previous round. We'll see if we can isolate the exact strike that caused that cut to his lip.
He landed a beautiful shot that cut him on the lip. Now, listen, guys. As long as it ain't like Jairzinho Rhodes is striking out to over you're fine. Cuts on the lip are okay, unless your lip is hanging off, like we have seen sometimes. That is
Gets on the feet, his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. This guy has his opponent hurt very badly.
Back to the feet now. Big knee to the body.
Oh my goodness!
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent's recovered. Now he's got to feel everything. He should have got the fight finished at that time. He gets to the single collar tie. Look at the wear on his opponent by pulling the head down and punching with the free hand. Holy smokes!
Oh, lands a hip toss to get him down. That can't feel good. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches and bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangles. Oh, right into mount. He has controlled the position, postured up, and landed another strike that is causing swelling.
Oh, might get the TKO here.
Nice transition.
Now drops inside that closed guard.
Oh, he's attacking guillotine.
Oh, that guillotine is tight. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Tsarukyan is in half guard. 1 minute now, says the round 2 clock. Tsarukyan has got full mount now. Postures up. Ooh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. Tsarukyan's looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. Oh, big shots from the top. Another ground and pound strike lands.
Oh man, what a strike from the bottom.
All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, good news is the round is over. Bad news, Tsarukyan is bleeding from the forehead there a little bit. It doesn't appear to be too bad. The focus for the cut man, though, to make sure that he can stop the bleeding and not allow the blood to get into the eyes. All right, let us now take a look back at some of the replays, Daniel, from that previous round. And he certainly has the hands and the feet going tonight as he caused a cut there in that previous round.
A lot of times you can't even dream this stuff up, where you fight this well. He has done everything right, and he opened up a massive cut over his opponent's eyes. And now you start to see the blood leak down into the eye, limiting his ability to try to slow him down.
All right, we will see how much that bleeding has stopped. Oh, a huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight. Oh, he better start moving. He can't take too many of those uppercuts.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? Gotta be careful here.
Tsarukyan's got the full mount. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Just over 3 minutes to go now. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter. He's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. All right, so the fighter's able to reverse position on the ground, and now he's got the dominant position.
Yeah, what a great job recognizing that once he got the reversal, he went right to his offense. He didn't wait, John. He did a good job of while his opponent goes, oh my goodness, I lost the position. He said, no, we're not done. I'm going to get to a dominant position myself.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Ground and pound strike there now. Another ground and pound strike lands. Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Making all these shots count.
And there you go, again, half guard. Now he's going full mount.
Under a minute now to go in this one.
This is where he wants to be. Great shot from the top position.
Final seconds of round 3. Good movement on the ground here defensively by Tsarukyan. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds.
You cut you because you're dropping your hands. You need to go back to the game plan, just like we practiced in the gym. Hands high, chins low, protect yourself.
All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round.
4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Tsarukyan gets caught by the inside leg kick, a few more, and that'll leave a mark. Nice shot over the top there. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Wow.
Oh, the judo chops on full display. Beautiful hip toss to take him down.
Ronda Rousey did this for a long time, loading people up in those high amplitude throws. This young man is very well versed in this position, and he has a lot of tricks to get you to put yourself exactly where he needs you.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. That was a slick transition. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up. In the half guard. Get them out here.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Tsarukyan. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Like that.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep. Nice shot lands from the bottom.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Tsarukyan is back in full mount. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
Another strike gets through from the top position. That was nice.
Oh, beautiful transition right into side control. Tsarukyan has got full mount now. Oh, bleeding from his cheek now. Damage done. Nice positional control here.
You have to fight now.
10 seconds remaining in round 4. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4, 20 minutes in the books. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round as they attend to that pretty nasty cut in his eye area.
You got to lock in defensively, man. You cannot be out there just fighting. His opponent is too high level to try to fight him with his ego. Now he's dealing with a nasty cut over his eye. Why do you need another thing to manage when you already got one of the best fighters in the world in front of you?
You ready to fight? Ready.
So here it is, folks, 5th and final round.
Nice punch to the head. More strikes to the head.
Pretty good position here with the single collar in the clinch. Oh! This could be it. All right, so high amplitude double leg takedown there. Now we'll see what he can do with it to try to advance position on the ground.
You knew that he was going to attack the double because he's such an explosive guy. He got it on the hip, finished the shot very quickly. Fantastic job. Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
3 minutes now to go in this one. Print the shirts, ground and pound. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submission, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Tsarukyan's in half guard. Oh, the ground and pound is there. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Less than a minute to go to decide this one. Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head. Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. Nice judo toss for him. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around the... Oh!
He's hurt bad.
Final seconds of the fight.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce.
We go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All three judges score the contest 48-47. For the winner by unanimous decision, Arman Tsarukyan!
All right, congratulations to him. He is your winner by unanimous decision, and certainly a dominant performance here tonight.
Yeah, he did a great job of just dictating and controlling all the engagements of this fight. His opponent never really had an opportunity to lead the dance. He did that start to finish, and he wins a unanimous decision.